Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play of GTNH. We're up here at the new roof of our base, one level higher. How's the view from up here? That oil rig is not looking very big from up here. So I made 4 more elevators, so we've got the elevators up here. This is our HB level, currently empty. Here is the MV level where I have crafted 64 more HB circuits, which was a decent amount of work. This is the craft, 128 of the logic circuits, then 64 of the good circuits, and then the 64 of the advanced circuits. I think probably the most annoying or hardest thing are these diodes because of the wafers and the boules and all that. We do get like 4 diodes per wafer, so that's like a stack of diodes from a boule basically, but this is like 8 stacks, so it's like 8 boules of 8 silicon boules, which is quite a lot of work. Apart from that, it's not too bad. The transistors weren't too bad. It's just tin wire plus this silicon solar grade plates and polyethylene. So now you can start to see, I think, why I set up the polyethylene setup, because I kind of knew that a lot of these polyethylene based recipes it's this one with annealed copper, I think, that we use, were coming up, where it really helps having a good supply of it so that you can just do the crafts without having to wait around or try and figure out where you're going to get oxygen or ethylene or whatever. Cool. Is there anything else to update? Not really. The miner is doing okay. It's finished the vein, and it's kind of just mining random stuff, and it keeps stopping because that chest isn't big enough, and it fills it, so not ideal, but not the worst as well. Alright, so let's get rid of these. This is our shopping list for today. Our goal today is basically, gold is still our biggest shortage. We're doing okay. I've managed to craft a decent amount of HB motors. So hopefully this will see us for a couple of episodes. But yeah, gold is still in a bit of a struggle. So the idea of this setup of macerating and centrifuging is magnetite. So magnetite we get from the gold vein. It's got lots of magnetite. We have lots of magnetite, and basically we're looking at doing this. We're looking at washing the magnetite to purify it, then macerating it to get 10% chance at gold, and then centrifuging the purified magnetite dust to get another 11% chance at a gold dust. So basically it's like 20% per magnetite. So every 5 magnetite we process, we get 1 gold, which is okay. If you wanted to, you could add in this chemical bath step with mercury, which turns it into purified. So I'm pretty sure you can just then macerate it and centrifuge it and go this way. The issue with this is we don't have a good supply of mercury at the moment. And also the chemical bath recipe is slow, but the macerator and the centrifuge recipes are pretty fast. Like if we have a look, in the chemical bath it's 40 seconds at LV, so 10 seconds in a HV chemical bath. That's not that bad, to be honest. And then the macerator is so it'll be 5 seconds in a HV macerator. This is crushed. Why is it crushed? Here, purified. Let's see, is that different? Macerator. No, it's still 20 seconds. Yeah, so it'd be 5 seconds for this. And then this is slightly less. Yeah, it's like 4.5 seconds or 3.5 or whatever it is for the centrifuge. So yeah, so for us, I'm just going I'm getting a simple ore washer, just an LV one, which we have made before. But this is, yeah, instead of using the cauldron, we can just send it through here. And then that needs water, so if we go here, it's quick, so it takes just a 1/4 second, so the LV is not an issue. It just does use 100 liters of water. You know, which we could build water tanks and supply that, I suppose, but we're in HV now and we have access to the reservoir, which is basically an infinite water source. Produces 1 bucket per second, so yeah, that's pretty good. So we're gonna make a reservoir, so that's there in the list. Alright, so let's just go then. This we've already made a combustion I made 16 machine hulls, so this should hopefully get us through a couple of projects. Alright, combustion generator, we'll have 2 of them now for HV. We don't really need that much power. Centrifuge we should just be able to make, so that's good. We'll put this back. We are making more gold wire, or we have made more gold cable, sorry, so we're not worried about that. And then universal macerator, we're missing the diamond grinding head, which is pretty easy. We've already got the diamond dust and the diamond. We just need to make 4 of these double steel plates. And that is our diamond grinding head. And our HV macerator. And then we need to make this in an assembling machine because it needs molten tumbaga. So let's... Does this melt in here? It does. That's nice. Why won't it pick it up? That's strange. Can we... we'll try universal. Okay. That was strange. Don't know what that was. So there's no number. So LV machine hull. We have the screws and the rod. Machine hull, 4 screws, 2 plates of rod, and then just a circuit. And that's our ore washer. And then we need to make our reservoir. So down here we've got fused quartz that we made. 12 fused quartz. It's just glass dust plus we went with nether quartz dust in the alloy smelter. Two nether quartz dust and a glass dust times 12. And then so for this we do need to make 3 more pumps, which I think we can just make. We just need our tools. We probably need another pipe. That's fine. Because we had a pump from before, yeah. Oh, okay, that's fine. Let's go to sleep. Cool, yeah, so we'll set this up. And then we can start processing all the magnetite we've got to slowly build up some gold. Which will be good. Okay. that should be 2 more pumps. Ah, and the cauldrons, which are just 7 iron plates. Do we have 14? Or wrought iron is, or, well, I feel like we can probably, yeah, just do it with iron. Not that we really care that much. Alright, that should be this. Nice. So to fill that, we do need some water. So let's go grab us 2 buckets. And we can have a look at the miner while we're out here. Oops. No more washing in this, I hope. I probably will still use it just because I'm slow to change. Yeah, so it just keeps filling, but I do just keep pulling. It's getting lots of these, which is, I guess, from small gold ores, and then crushed coal is fine. My inventory is full at the moment, so I can't really pull much out, but like I'll just delete this. And then I've switched the furnaces to using like crushed coal or coal dust, just because I'm over pulling what's it called? Yeah, so we smelted some gold up, some iron. We'll just leave it there for now. Some silver. I went to the Twilight Forest and got a bunch of silver. So silver, we're definitely no stress. Oh, that's the other thing. We are going to need some cables. But they don't take long to make. So there's a little bit more gold. Do we have any? Yeah, we do have silver. So I think that silver is the right material for cables at HV, because it has the loss is 1. Like as a wire, it's 2, but once you wrap it with rubber, it becomes 1. So you can use gold cable, but the loss is higher. It's 2. The thing is, on a 1x gold cable, you can put 3 amps of power through it, so it has higher amperage, whereas silver is 1-to-1, so that's the downside. And you can also use electrum. I think these are like the good cables at HV, but here it's kind of I guess it's just a worse version of gold, really. It like has a 2 amp loss, or 2 EU loss, but the max amps is more than 1 but less than 3, so it's 2. So I personally just minimize cable loss, and I was thinking about what cable to use, whether to use like 8x or even 16x cables. I think for now, I think we can actually recycle cables a bit easier now. So for now, I think I'm just going to use 2x cable? Nah, I'll just do this. We don't need that much of it, do we? Let's just start with 8. That'll be plenty for now. So that just needs us to melt. Yeah, I'm looking for, I was saying about the furnaces, I'm definitely going to get a HV furnace, and even more than one, if I think I need more than one, and just start smelting up here or like in the base, because yeah, having the furnaces downstairs is just getting a bit too annoying for me. We got a random piece of silver and some gold dust down here. And then at some point I'll have to move all the stuff I want up there to up there. Interesting. Oh, we are making 4x. Oh, I confused myself. Did I decide to make 4x, or did I say I want... Oh, God, it's so annoying. to it. No, I think I said, yeah, let's just do 4x. Silly plates. There we go. Alright. 8 more. 4, even 4 should be enough. And then we can just move the setup when we get more machines. But like the thing is, so at HV, cable loss is like much less of an issue, because if you just think about it like this, a full amp recipe at HV uses 480 amps. I'm pretty sure. Like say, what's a recipe that uses a lot of power? I can't think of one off the top of my head, but it's basically because say a full amp of power at LV. Let's go up and see what we can do. Not here, here. Alright. Maybe let's put it over here. Sure. I was saying about the cable loss. So I think I'll have, if the wire is here, I can have 2 generators. Yeah, that makes sense. So let's do that for now. Let's just start here. And then I will also have to run fuel up here. Do we have our wrench? Yes. Do we have wire cutters? No. Sad. Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, there's no recipe that actually uses like 512 EU per tick. Because I mean, it could. That would just mean you have to have an HV generator right next to it, or it's an EV or higher recipe. Like if you have a higher generator which makes more than that, then it'd be fine. Like I suppose what is considered like a full amp, quote unquote, is at LV it's 30 EU out of 32. So like you can only lose 2 amps at LV if you're trying to run that recipe, and you have just the one generator, before you won't have enough power to actually sustain the recipe indefinitely, essentially. Because like if it's a quick recipe, like the machines have buffers, so like you could complete 1 or 2 or however many goes through the recipe before the buffer runs out, and then it'll shut down. So you could, it's not impossible to do the recipe, but it would be impossible to do it forever, basically. You would need more power. And then at MV, you multiply it by 4, so it becomes 120 EU would be a full amp, a recipe that uses a full amp. So then you have a bit more play. Like you can be like 4 or 5 blocks away from the generator and still get like 123 or 122 amps, EU, sorry, from the generator. So you could run that recipe. That'd be fine. And then at HV now becomes 480 EU. So you have 32 EU that you can lose, which is with silver cable, it's essentially 32 blocks. So you could have a 32 long wire and it would still be able to do a full amp recipe. So that's why like cable loss is not an issue really anymore. Like even for a blast furnace now, you could have a blast furnace that was like 20, you could have a cable that was 20 long and then a blast furnace on the end. And if you have 4 generators or more, the blast furnace would be fine as long as you didn't turn on any other machines, unless you had more like if you have 8 generators and 8x cable, then you could run the blast furnace plus other machines up to 8 amps worth of power. So that's why I'm like still trying to figure out how I'm gonna do power now. I'm kind of thinking of having a loop where I might have like 4 generators in a group and then another 4 over there and like 4 over there and 4 over there or something, and then having like 16x cable just all over the place. And I assume that the way that would work is that the machines would pull from whichever generators are closest to them that have power available, and then eventually I suppose they would run out, like if you were running too many machines at once. But yeah, I don't know, we'll see. For now we're just trying to get this dinky little setup. I'm just annoyed. I want to... Oh, I have a backpack. Nice. Alright, let's make some space. Sorry. Alright. All I wanted to do was to grab this chemical reactor and the generator that we have here from when we made the miner. We don't care about that fuel. Okay. Because now I can put this generator here as well. And it'll just look more... It'll just make me happy, because now I'll be like, oh, this is what it's supposed to be. Alright, where is our silver cable? 4x. 1, 2, 3. We don't really need to do this right now. Oh, right. The other thing is that obviously the ore washer is LV, so it's not going to be connected to this cable. It's got its own... Oh, what is happening? It's got its own generator here that it'll just be directly connected to. Alright. So basically we've got a... Let's say it's going this way for simplicity. Macerator into centrifuge. And let's just say macerator there, centrifuge here, and then the macerator, I mean it won't quite work because the macerator has multiple outputs, so we can't really just push it directly in because this, where is it? It'll be macerating this, it'll output purified and also gold dust. We only want the purified to go into the centrifuge. The gold dust should go just into a chest. Alright, whatever. For now, let's just do our classic setup where it'll just empty downwards and we'll manually move it or what have you. The ore washer only has one output, so that at least we can push directly into here. And then this, let's just say the generator will be underneath. Alright, all we have to do is power this and give this water. I guess water's gonna come from above. It might be a bit funny. But maybe we'll just attach it, not to the roof, but like close to the roof. Say like 1, 2, say there possibly. I feel like here's our reservoirs. We do 1, oops. And then we just need to put water in it, I'm pretty sure. And there, it'll start generating, I think. I mean, we can just attach some pipe to it. So we can pull water down. We can also use this for water for other things. Yes. Okay. So we just need fuel and then connecting the water up, and I'm pretty sure that we can turn this on. I want to see this work. So pipes we have here. I'm pretty sure we have lots of pipes. Yeah, no worries. So I think it's up there. Is it? Yes. So there's this fuel line, which I think comes from this direction. But theoretically, we're meant to pull our fuel up from here. We kind of designed it that way. I guess we're going to do that. Because once we make a plan, we commit to it. And then we'll run it. Alright. I'll just pause the video for while I'm running this fuel line, and I'll get the water hooked up as well. Although I might record that because it's a reservoir which we haven't used before. So I'll just pause here for a second and run this over there and hook up the generators. So we'll be back in a bit. Welcome back, everyone. So I have run the fuel lines to these two generators and to this one. So everything should have power. I've connected this, I should just right click this and it should start emptying or like whatever, putting fluid into here. So we're basically good to go, I think. Oh, this is slightly awkward. I guess we will, because I brought a hopper and just your classic and I've got a bunch of magnetite. So let's put it in and see what happens. So this washes very fast, which is fine. It'll slow down once it fills this. So then this is grinding it into the crush, and there's a 10% chance of getting gold dust. And then if we put this in here, it'll centrifuge it, and there's a 11% chance of getting gold dust. So yeah, you know, we could set up an automated system with drawers. There's a gold dust, where the gold dust goes into a drawer, and then this continues into the centrifuge. But yeah, looks like everything's working, which is a positive at least. Let's see if we can't get some gold dust out of the centrifuge. Come on, baby, hit me. What do I even pay you for? 1 gold dust so far? Come on, guys. Work harder. Well, our luck is no good in the short term. At least not this time. It's about, I think it's meant to be 1 in 9, so theoretically we should have 2 gold dust in here. And here it probably it's 1 in 10, so about the same as well at this point. Surely. Yes! Haha! Ding ding ding. Alright, nice. So, yeah, I suppose I will let this run. Like, the purified can just build up in this chest, and at some point I'll move it over here. Maybe I'll put a hopper on top or something, and then, you know, over time I'll process magnetite, which we have a lot of. I'll probably move we've got this and a little bit there, plus what we just put through. I'll probably move the miner to a fresh vein. And yeah, happy days. I mean, now we've got plenty of circuits. And doing pretty well on resources. 60, no, where are they? 57 of these HV circuits left. 18 motors, which is a good number. Yeah, we're doing quite well, and 13 machine hulls. So we're ready to upgrade all these machines to HV, hopefully, and most of these as well. I kind of want to abandon these machines. Like even the extruder. Because I don't really want to be running up and down anymore and being like, oh, I need rods. I gotta go down to the MV to use this extruder. I'll just have a HV extruder, and then I can just use that up here. And I think that will make me happy. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that episode. It was a bit of a long one. But we are officially using the universal macerator to get extra resources, and yeah, we got pretty lucky on those 7 that we put in. We got 3 gold out of 7. We had 0 out of 18 and then 3 out of 7, so you know, it's just a long run. This is working nicely as well, which is good. And yeah, I mean, alright, if we process 2,000 magnetite, we expect to get about 200 gold. That's honestly like kind of sad. No, sorry, 400 gold. That's better. Alright, that's better, yeah. It's about 20%, hopefully. You know, for every 5 magnetite we put through, hopefully we'll get 1 gold. So like, yeah. Per 1,000 magnetite, 200 per 1,000. Which sounds silly, but like this is what we put in there was about 1,000 or a bit more, and this is another 900 plus. There's about another 1,000 here. It probably won't even fit in the chest. But oops, wrong level. Yes, that's like 1,200 plus whatever we'll process. And this 1.7, that's 2,000. So yeah, anyway, slowly but surely we'll get you know, and this is iron. It smelts into iron, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Last furnace. Interesting. We get oxygen out of it if we want, but we probably don't want it. Cool. Not that we need iron, but you know, whatever. Why not? Alright then, I'll see you guys next episode. Thanks everyone. See you later.